people, you need to discern. You don't know who the racists are, who the conservatives are, who the liberals are, and who the allies are. Do not readily, easily, quickly, and always accept and entreat a white-skinned person. That's not a prejudice statement. It's not a biased statement. It's a wise statement. I will be less than a leader to tell you anything else. In the black community, we do not know who they are, and we can't identify them because we're too Christian. This is why deconstruction and decolonization of your faith is terribly important, because you won't be able to discern white people. See, if you don't discern white people, you don't know who the racists are, who the conservatives are, who the liberals are, and who the allies are. The white conservative tends to openly defend existing institutions, traditions, hierarchies, and power structures and arrangement. Vocal about it. They'll argue that racial disparities are primarily the result of culture or personal responsibility or individual choices. The white liberal speaks the language of inclusion and diversity and equity and social justice. They tend to be welcomed into black and brown spaces, and they can even become many times trusted friends and advisors and organizers and teachers and leaders within those communities. Their approach is relational and persuasive. Now, the white conservative, they'll oppose black advancement publicly. The white liberal will support black advancement, but it's with a condition, whether you know it or not. White liberals like leading and speaking in black and brown spaces. Do they bring us alongside of their thing in a position of power? No. They support black causes while opposing black independence. White liberal leaders, we're thankful for what they do, but we still need to know who they are. A white ally, what they do is get behind what you're doing and start educating you about racism in a way you don't know, because they made it and they created it, and they suffer the same thing you suffer. You know, there were some white allies that were lynched just like us. They weren't at the front of our movement. They were in our movement. That's a white ally. But listen, black folk, you can't judge allies really by their words or their political party or friendships or social media statements. The true white ally supports black advancement, whether they receive the credit, the leadership, the recognition, or the influence from it.